Welcome back. Welcome back. Now, as I patrol these streets, you might just say, oh, well, dude, it's only just where you're at. It's not everywhere. If it's not where you're at now, you will see them soon. They are coming, guys. They are coming. And what do I mean by they? Maybe you are they. Maybe people that are watching this channel are they. Likely, probably, I wouldn't say we have a huge amount of those type people watching the channel, guys, obviously, because they're in a transitional stage to their new home where they're going to be living. And basically, guys, what we're going to be going over right now is just basically since Biden has became the president, once his legislations and power kept going and started doing what Biden was going to do, which is Democrat stuff. And shout outs to all the Democrats out there. Shout outs to the Republicans. Shout outs if you are the migrants and immigrations that are flowing into the United States, because there's tons of them, guys. Let me tell you why. Over the last, well, for one, guys, I know it's a fact. All right. This isn't speculation. I know this for fact because I know the process of how to go and migrate into this country, because where I just lived, they had people migrate from Mexico, guys, and you can do it through asylum. You can do it through a handful of different things that are actually you can't now anymore. So we're just talking about the video because it actually already has happened. So when these Democrat leaders get into power, over the course of their term, we see these type things happen. And what we see is the same thing everywhere, guys. The same thing everywhere. When the migration loosens up, people take advantage of that and they migrate to these countries. The same thing's happening down in Mexico, guys. The same thing's happening down in Mexico. So you see people down there from Africa a lot, and also the Caribbean islands. They're not Mexican citizens. Okay, so it's happening down there. It's happening tremendously over the last, I don't know when exactly the day it started, but it's been happening for a while, and it's only really sped up, because what happens is these people migrate here and then they tell all their friends and family, and then they do it in this short amount of span until it eventually gets shut down. And as you know, Biden just shut it down. It was only a few weeks ago where they shut down some of the avenues about that you would go through to become to work in the United States, not to become a citizen, but work towards it, right? It's like the first step. There's different steps and you have to do, and that is one of the steps. But basically, guys, if you could just make it over the border and seek asylum, there's been people doing that for the last, since Biden has put that stuff into play. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's been the same thing in Mexico, same thing in other countries. We've seen mass migration move into these countries. And if you notice, guys, have you noticed when you go out to restaurants, and I'm just kind of using this as one example, have you noticed like the service and like everything about the whole vibes changed, because these people, they don't view these as low paying jobs. They view these as their job, their career, basically. And I know this for fact, guys, because I was in the industry. I've seen the industry, I've seen it evolve. And I can tell you that it's much different than it was the last term through President Trump. Okay, so different thing happening right now. They've relaxed on these type things, and basically, they're guys. These are people just like me and you. So, people view this as a bad thing. What happens, guys, is these people come in and basically they fill these lower bracket jobs. When they do that, it spikes the prices on everything. Inflation's able just to run rampant because these people, they usually tend to have families, larger families as well, and their family's going to eat here in the United States. There's not going to be there's some countries that you might not, but not a lot, right? Not a lot. So my point is they fill the lower bracket jobs. They spike the prices, inflation runs rampant, they print a bunch of money, and this is kind of after the fact. And then that's why you're seeing signs out here at McDonald's getting paid $20 an hour. And you have Americans looking at these jobs that probably should take these jobs and going, I don't want to do that. So the whole economy just kind of flips as it self-sustains. Prices are able to level out, and they basically get away with theft, which is basically just diminishing your buying power over time by inducing inflation, right? That's what they've been doing. That's what the Trump administration did, guys. That's what the Biden administration did. The Trump administration printed a bunch of money, and now the Biden administration has basically fixed the problem because the economy is still going. It's just not going the same as it was the last 4 years, right? So just think about it, guys. I can tell you it's not just here. Like I said, it's happening in Mexico. It's happening all around. And that's what's happening. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's all how you look at it. But we need to take note about it to see how these cryptocurrencies behave in this type of environment, right? We want to see how these coins do over this type specific environment, and we'll just see how it goes, Take care.